So we've got this up on the jacks on each corner. Wheels are off. We've also got a central point for the axles to drop off. We've got to cut these axles off, this side and then the other side, and then hopefully we can lift the box off, but I think the A-frame's going to need cutting off as well. So a lot of grinding and rolling around in mud today. You got that off yet?
Oh, good. You guys, I'm setting a torch like
So axles 2 days of grinding, and axle and A-frames all been cut off. So next thing to do is lift it up, get it on some trellises, and then we can get the LT underneath it and see just how well it's going to sit or not. I can sense up and coming danger, so I thought I'd get the camera up. Thought it could potentially be a massive disaster. The trouble we're having at the minute is it's getting dark now and it's 4 o'clock, so the days are really short, and we're trying to get as much done as possible, but it's been very cold here as well, so by 2 o'clock it's all over. Anyway, we've cut the unders off, axles off, everything's off. We're going to attempt now to lift this box up, put it onto some trellises, and then we can get the LT underneath it. So I'm going to get the forklift on, see if that'll lift it. The idea being is we are going to be able to drive the LT underneath and then see exactly where this is all going to sit. Leave these things to the end of the day when it's getting dark and you're tired and had it, because it's not the way. But let's see if we can now. It's pretty tight round here forklift wise, so let's see if we can get this end lifted. That's a bit hairy. Right, well, she's up. We'll crack on tomorrow. Welcome to the Hillbilly Games, where they do the mud track racing. We're going to try and get that under there, but it's very wet this morning. Go and get those grills. So we can work it on. Oh, go on, slowly. Whoa. You're alright, Jack. if you're attempting to do stuff like this, don't do it on a muddy field with a two-wheel truck. That's almost finished. That looks perfect. Just drop that on there, job's a good one. Right, we've got to see where them wheel arches go, don't we? The edge of this should, if we just take off a little tiny bit of this arch, the edge of this should sit down over the edge of that and then onto this rail, which will give us a nice fix. And similarly, these two chassis rails in here sit, they're 5mm out, so not a lot at all. With a little bit of manipulation we should be able to drop the chassis rails inside the wheel arches, and then we've got a really nice fixing for all to weld up onto all the frame. So that'll be welded all the way along this chassis rail, both sides, and give us one hell of a finish. Additionally, obviously we've got to cut a little bit of the floor out. I think just, we ain't got a lot, there's probably only 100-150mm inside, so we're going to get away with very minimal wheel arches on the inside, but just so it all sits a little bit better, that's what we're going to do with that one. So there's all exciting stuff today. Light's a bit better today, so we'll show you what we're doing in here. Basically this whole side we've renewed. By the time we've finished messing around trying to keep bits and matching bits, it's just easier to do the whole lot. So this has been, it's got 6mm ply laminated onto the aluminium, and then it's got 50mm stud work in, 50mm of Celotex. We're going to tape these joints all up on here, and then there's another 6mm finishing board to go on the outside of this. So that's that one. I didn't explain it very well in the last video, but basically this whole end is coming out, so not just the doors, this whole end. So that's why we haven't bothered doing anything in there, because it's all going to get ripped out to butt up to the luton. This side's not too bad. We've took out basically everything except the kitchen and the water system and electrical system. That's all staying in. There's going to be some sort of stud work put back in this end here just to give it a bit of strength and to separate the kitchen area. Probably a wood burner in this side, and then a shower and toilet over on that side, and then this end, if you can imagine, is going to be butted up to the luton, so the cab of the truck is going to be in front of these double door, where these double doors are. So this is where the bed area is going to be going, and the customer wants a fixed double, which I can sympathise with, so he's going to put a fixed double in here. The other thing that we're going to actually incorporate down this end is there's a diesel heater to go in here as an additional heat source to the wood burner. We're also going to do put solar on the roof and wire all the 12 volt up. It's got a 12 volt system in it at the minute, but there's going to be part of the video is going to be installing all that as well. So we've ordered all that. We've got spotlights going in on the roof, rather than these horrible things that use loads of power, and probably LED strip lighting in this side. Alright, see if we can lower this and level it all up and see what this looks like with, now we cut the wheel arch holes. So we think we've got the wheel arch in place.
These aren't screwed, we're great.
We've got a bit of fabricating to do, but we're going to see if we can now lift that down. Where are you trying to get?
No, we need your weight there.
What are you saying, on a fat fucker? That's it. No.
Go on, one more. Yep.
Well, that's the back down. I don't quite know how we're going to get the front down. Done.
Right, get on. Hold on. Mark. Let me give you fucking a bit of leverage. That's it. You fucking slag. It's cool.
Yeah, that's alright. That's fucking nearly there.
Almost.
Nearly there. That's actually, you couldn't have cut them arches out any better.
I think I could have.
Well, you could have gnawed them off with your mouth. Would have been.
Further forward to go. You up?
You could have gnawed them off with your mouth.
Them arches?
Yeah, no, they're alright. Look.
We still got to go forward.
So she's on. We've got to put some box section around the front so we can join the box to the cab, and it's got to come down probably another 20 mil, but and obviously forward a bit, but by tomorrow we should have that secured and welded onto the chassis. Eager, he's already off. See under there, after all the cutting and messing around, that we've got the chassis rail sitting direct on there, so it's just a matter of welding that back onto the bed. Inside's had a bit of 40 mil box section put all the way round, and that's gonna have the roof and the box secured to that and then welded onto the cab, so that'd be nice and spacious. You get a bit of an idea of the room we've got in here now. The double bed's going up that end, shower and toilet in there, and then you've got the kitchen area up here, up this end. So there's quite a lot of room with the luton as well. So box on, nice and secured. Just got to run the weld around, get it all nice and all nice and solid, and then we can start trimming. So we've got to trim up on the bottom part of here down to the original box section. Obviously the joint has got to be trimmed, and then we can start doing all the nice stuff. So nice sunny day today as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.